All right, we are live for another Market Update Monday here on the Treasure Coast of Florida. And my name is Lucie McGuire, and I host this every Monday at 2 p.m. here on our Aero Title Services page. And every week, we have local realtors who come on and they share with you what's going on in the market right now, how things have been. It's an ever-changing market. Real estate's crazy right now, but it's always great to hear from these local professionals on what's going on, how things are, and just get a weekly update from them. So if you guys are tuning in for the first time, welcome, and we hope that you guys enjoy this. We do run this meeting in 3 different parts. So the first portion, we have a discussion about what's going on in the market right now and just how things are looking maybe in the past week, especially with some crazy things going on. And then the second portion is an opportunity that the local realtors have on here to share a current listing that they have, which is always great because you get to see what's actually on the market right now and what those price points and houses are looking like. So it's a good opportunity. And then the third portion is any announcements that you may have or anything that's going on. So it's always great information to stay tuned all the way until the end for. And if you guys want to reach out to any of the amazing local realtors who are on this call, their information is in the description of this video. And you can always watch the replay of this video on our YouTube channel, Aero Title Services. So thank you so much, guys, for coming on. And let's get this started, this conversation started. Dee, why don't you start us off with how things are in Port St. Lucie up in your neck of the woods?
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. This is Demetrice Strapp with Elite Realty Partners, realtor in St. Lucie County, Florida. Our market is as hot as it's been. It's been that way for quite some time now. In the beginning of the year, COVID kind of, was a shock to everybody, and we kind of didn't know how things would go. But fortunately, real estate has remained one of those essential businesses because regardless of pandemic or not, people need places to stay. So we have definitely seen the market continue with the trend of sellers market. Definitely still a low inventory. I've also been working on not just residential, but also commercial listings as well. And the inventory issue is kind of definitely on both sides. Working with rentals here and there, landlords are pretty nervous about renting to new tenants due to the circumstances with COVID and the pandemic. Same thing on the commercial side. They're asking for a lot more documentation, wanting business owners to have more established businesses prior to opening new businesses, things of that nature. So, but nonetheless, real estate is still one of those thriving industries. Transactions are continuing to close every day. People are buying, people are selling. It's continuing to be a live market, so we're happy about that in Port St. Lucie.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dee. That was great. And I think you touched on some good points there, just in general. And Kimberly, do you have anything to add to that? What's going on in your neck of the woods? You're more in the Stewart area.
Well, I'm Kimberly Gorman, Keller Williams of the Treasure Coast. I do business both in Martin County and St. Lucie County. And I can tell you that I took a client to a home for an open house on Sunday at 1 o'clock when it started. That was the very first showing. We were number 4 in line to see this house. I am sure that it went under contract last night. Listings, they're just going, if it's priced decent, it's a decent home, it's just gone. You don't really have a choice. I talked to a FSBO the other day, and just touching base because I'm looking for a home for a couple of clients. And he said, yeah, he put the sign out, and that day someone came and looked and put it and presented an offer. I mean, it's frustrating for buyers, quite honestly. But hey, we're still hanging in there, and if you got a great home and you want to get it listed and get it sold, you can count on it going pretty quickly. And it's fun and it's great, but it's shocking to some people. We really have to educate and help them understand what's going on in the market as we progress and as we go forward.
Absolutely. No, those are great points. And, that's what we really try to do on these Market Update Mondays too, is just help educate people on what's going on right now and how sellers should be prepared for this market that they're entering. Because if they are looking to sell their home in the next few months, I mean, I know a lot of people are waiting till after the election to see kind of what happened before they are selling. So I know last week that the people that were on last week said that there was a little bit of a shift in the week prior. So like a week before the election, things were kind of slowing down. People were waiting to see what was going to happen. And what have you guys seen in the last week per se of like, have you been hearing the phone ring more? Like what's going on with the tensions out there with people? Are they just more buyers, like, or maybe more sellers? How is there any feedback on that end?
On my end, not so much. Haven't had a lot of buyers looking, more so been listings, and working on the commercial end. So, I mean, I don't think the election impacted too much of my business recently. More so people just being conscious of the climate that we were experiencing. My most recent listing came a few weeks before the election. We listed, I believe, on the 31st. So it was before the election. So that I don't think it deterred anyone from making the decision to list, not in my business at least. I know buyers were, at the time that I did have buyers I was working with actively, they were not really even too much jolted by the election either, more so just being aware of the climate, knowing that these things were going on and everyone anxious and waiting to see what was going to happen, obviously. But fortunately, it didn't slow down anything on my end. So
very nice. What about you, Kimberly?
A couple of buyers that said, "Oh, you know what? We're just going to hang for a week and just see what happens." And I still have one that has stepped back. I don't know the whole story, but he said, he was going to wait and see how the election went. But I can tell you that there still are buyers. I mean, just like my incident from yesterday, there's buyers out there excited about buying homes, truly.
Yeah, absolutely. And we are in a very much a seller's market right now. And we've talked about this in past weeks too, where the inventory levels is at like an average between the two counties of Martin County and St. Lucie County is at 2 months supply. So a balanced market is 6 months supply. For those of you who are watching and don't know that terminology, 6 months supply would be a balanced market between buyers and sellers where not one or the other has an advantage. But right now we're seeing it at 2 months supply, which puts the advantage in the seller's court. And there's an excess amount of buyers for so many reasons. There's so many different reasons why people are coming to the Treasure Coast of Florida. And it's very interesting to see how much it's growing here and just like people moving away from those. I mean, this year's been very interesting to say the least. And we're in the middle of a hurricane right now.
Yeah.
Who knows what's going on? This whole
absolutely crazy, I'll tell you.
It's crazy. We've got hurricanes, we've got COVID, we've got the election. Everybody's on edge. And I think that a lot of people have seen that tension in the past months and the past few weeks as well. And I think that that's translated into our industry as well, because the home buying process is already a very stressful one. So with all these outside stressors adding to that, I think it's been very interesting to see how that plays out. But do you guys have anything else to add, like to, just what's been going on in the last week or how the market is?
I watch what's being listed every day. And I look at the numbers, not only the listings, but the numbers. And since COVID started, I mean, we are only listing half or less of what we used to list per day, period. I mean, and there's some days that it's very, very little. And I think people are still hanging back a little.
Yeah, no, I think so too. Or they're holding on, maybe wait until the beginning of the year. Who knows? I think that our season really got messed up this year here in Florida, at least, because we have the snowbirds who come here, right?
Right.
And during the summer is when those families move and everything, and that's when, because schools isn't in session, so it's easier for those families to move. And then during our winter time is when the snowbirds from out of state come down, but that was like pushed back because of COVID. And then, you know, I think that there's a lot of different factors that are contributing to why like it's a little funky this year. And I wonder how that'll affect next year and how next year will be.
Yeah, definitely the inventory, as Kimberly was stating, it's not as much. You even stated the supply is about 2 months versus what a balanced market looks like. So definitely buyers are being pulled into the pool of multiple offers and competing with, you know, cash offers, you know, and offers over asking. So you have that first time home buyer that's, you know, caught at the bottom of the barrel, especially if you're asking for seller's concessions. It's just not the market for that. So whenever I'm talking to potential buyers who are getting ready to buy, you know, I always encourage them, just make sure you have your savings, make sure you have your funds in order, because it's not the market to depend on the seller to contribute to your closing costs or anything, unless it's, you know, repair related and we work out a credit on that end. But yeah, it's definitely that type of market.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's such a great point too, that the aspect of being prepared, just being prepared in general and knowing what to expect in this market. And just, you know, if you're a seller, okay, are you ready to move out of your house, like potentially, you know, in the next 30 days? Like, because it's not like your house is going to be on the market for the next 30 days. And then you might have another month and a half, like, you know, 2 to 3 months, you might be moving out of your house. Like, no, like, you pretty much need to be ready to move tomorrow.
Packing now, right?
Yeah.
And that's shocking to people. Shocking to some people.
Absolutely. And I think that, you know, having that expectation, it's like, if you're thinking about, you know, putting your home in the market, you need to be ready and you need to be decisive. And if you're a buyer, you need to be very decisive, because you can't be like, well, I want to look at all these 30 houses and then, you know, maybe I'll think about it. It's like, no, you've got to act. If you see a house you like, better put an offer. Put an offer and make your best offer. Make your best offer first.
Your highest and your best offer. I think that term is the term of, of the quarter. Your highest and your best offer, because you're right, those houses do not last long. And like I said, you're getting pulled into the multiple offer pool where you're literally competing. And then it's on your agent to, you know, write the offer, you know, in terms that can get across and can be competitive with those other buyers that are going after the same property.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's crazy to think about how much the market's just changed in the past like 6 months, because it was so different before. Or I guess, oh God, I can't believe it. It's like COVID's been like 7 months now. Really?
Yeah. You have those people that are waiting for the crash, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Waiting for the market to crash, and you get those questions about when is it
gonna crash, and you're like, first of all, one, you shouldn't want the market to crash, first of all.
Right.
Second of all, like, it was just a completely different situation, because so many people compared it to 2007, 2008,
right?
And it's like, that was a real estate crisis back then. That had to do with the real estate market. This is a healthcare crisis. It's not the same thing.
Right.
And it's just, as we can see over the past 7 years, or 7 years, oh shit, 7 months, over the past 7 months.
Lucy, holy cow.
That's how long it feels, guys. So,
definitely a different set of circumstances.
Yeah, it's a different set of circumstances. So, you know, being able to navigate in that and just being aware. So yeah, I think that that's some great information. Thank you guys for sharing your little expertise on that. And again, if you guys are popping on for the first time and watching this live, you can reach any of these amazing local realtors on their Facebook pages, which are tagged into the description of this video. If you just missed our discussion, make sure you guys go back and listen to it, because it was very insightful, just about like what's going on in the market right now. If you are unaware, I know that there are a lot of people that don't know how crazy it actually is right now, honestly. So we're going to go into the second portion of this video, and we are going to talk about the listings that these amazing local realtors have on the market right now and what that is looking like. So we are going to have Dee start us off, Demetrice.
Okay.
And you
So
share your screen.
let's see how do I do that. Hold on. Probably should have practiced this beforehand, right?
Yeah, that's all right. You just press share at the bottom and then share again. Like you
Oh,
click where
okay.
you want and then share again.
No, share screen. There we go. Duh.
Yeah.
Okay. Share. All right, here we go.
Boom.
Did it work? Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Gotcha. All right, so we're going to look at my listing here in Port St. Lucie, 11657 Southwest Rowena Street in Port St. Lucie. This listing just became active last week. It's a 5-bedroom, 2.5 bath in Tradition, Victoria Park. We're listed at $369,900. This home is situated on a beautiful corner lot in Port St. Lucie, Lakeview, spacious. We have 3,295 square feet under air. Lake views, there's not a bad view from this home. All of the bedrooms have lake views. Spacious backyard. Just a beautiful home. It's a corner lot. We have the formal living room, formal dining room, family room, kitchen is equipped with brand new Samsung kitchen appliances. We have I'm sorry, I just lost my train of thought. We have the Samsung appliances downstairs. We have the LG smart washer and dryer and the laundry room. The laundry room is upstairs, so everything is upstairs. We have all the bedrooms located upstairs. The master suite has the master bath, walk-in closets. You have a Jack and Jill bathroom on the second floor. Beautiful home, well maintained, built in 2008. This owner's owned the home since 2015. And it's just a beautiful home. I mean, the pictures speak for themselves. Spacious, gorgeous. I mean, for a small family, big family, multi-generational family, the home is just gorgeous. We just listed, we're planning an open house for this weekend. So we'll have the opportunity to come by and see this beautiful property in person. So definitely bring your buyers. We are ready to make an offer, to accept offers rather. That's one listing. I also have a vacant land listing in Fort Pierce. We're listed at $64,900 for that listing. Some commercial property. Let's see if I can pull that one up. Oh goodness. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Here we go. 733 Delaware Avenue in Fort Pierce. It's the commercial listing, C1 zone. So we're talking medical professional offices, daycares, education centers, housing developments, multi-dwelling housing developments. We're listed at $64,900. Just a beautiful property in the Oakland Park subdivision in Port St. Lucie, the historical part of Fort Pierce. You have the attorney's offices on this street. Very busy area, close to downtown, shops, dining. Just a really beautiful piece of land here in Fort Pierce. So if you're looking to make an investment and purchase land, or you're looking to build something here in this area, most definitely would love to have you come by, take a look, and if necessary, go ahead and make an offer.
Awesome. Thank you, Dee. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
That was beautiful house too.
Very, very beautiful. Thank you.
I love seeing all the beautiful houses that come on here. All right, Kimberly, what do you have to share with us today?
I have a marvelous maybe. Do you see that? No.
Nope. So you got to click share and then share again. You have to click the share button again.
There. See it?
Yep. Perfect.
Right. This is a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1-car garage townhome in Martin's Crossing, 481 Southeast Bloxham Way. It is 1296 square foot under air. Stainless steel appliances in 2018, air conditioner 2019, custom closets in 2018, screen porch, fenced yard. HOA is only $224, and it is listed for $299. It's a gorgeous home, and it's nestled. It's kind of right near a little cul-de-sac, kind of the end of the road. So it's a great place to be, and we are waiting for an offer.
Awesome. Beautiful. I love those custom closets too.
Oh my goodness. And yeah, I mean, how organized. I'm not sure I want to be that organized. I don't know how to be that organized.
Definitely not me. Definitely not my closet.
Yeah, they already have it labeled for you and everything.
Oh my goodness.
This is where your left sock goes. This is where your right sock goes.
Oh gosh. No, that's too much for me. But this is an awesome home. It really is. So
yeah, no, it's absolutely beautiful. Thank you. All righty. Do you guys have any announcements? If you guys are watching live right now and you guys just saw some of the houses, if you guys are interested in checking out any of those houses any further, you can contact these local realtors. Their pages are in the description of this video, so check them out. And if you're just tuning in now and you missed those houses, or you missed the conversation that we had earlier in this video, you are able to rewatch this on our YouTube channel, Arrow Title Services. It will be uploaded there, and you can also look at past weeks. So it's always great to see like the differences and what everybody talks about each week in the market changing. So do you guys have anything, any upcoming announcements that you guys want to mention, or just exciting, riveting news that the world needs to hear about right now?
I do.
Go ahead, Kim.
Okay, so Women's Council. I'm the 2020 president of Stewart Martin County Women's Council of Realtors, and we are having our strategic partner appreciation gathering at Twisted Tuna on Thursday, November 19th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. It'll be upstairs. It's in the big room, so we could totally social distance and all that jazz. We have some awesome, and Lucie is one, by the way, title. We do so much for Women's Council. Well, as you know, Lucie is an amazing techie person, and so we probably abuse her, but truly, we just want to say thank you to our partners. We have about 15 or 16, I believe, and we are just so very thankful. And so we're having a little get together with hors d'oeuvres and, chit chat for a little while at Twisted Tuna. And so we're inviting people to come, and you must register. But we're very happy if you can come.
Is that open to any realtors and other strategic partners, or how is that? What's the
open to realtors that might be thinking about joining Women's Council?
Okay.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Great. Well, that sounds great. I plan on being there. I think it'll be a great event. So I'm excited
Awesome.
Being a strategic partner about that event. So thank you for sharing that, Kimberly. What about you, Demetrice? What do you have coming up?
Well, as far as the listings I just shared, more than likely we'll be planning an open house for this weekend. So just stay tuned for details on that.
As long as there's no crazy hurricanes and
that ruined this one.
Flying monkeys and
murder hornets or anything else crazy that we decided for us.
Oh gosh. Oh, that's awesome. Well, make sure that you guys go to the Facebook pages of these amazing realtors and just like them, and you'll be able to see any updates that they have coming up. It's always great information. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you to the local realtors who came on here and shared their time and energy and knowledge with you guys today. Thank you so much to you guys, because it's really valuable information to be able to put out there in the atmosphere. People, I have comment all the time about how much they enjoy it and how they like hearing about the little updates of the market. So we appreciate you guys being on here and taking the time out of your very busy days to share that information and share current listings that you guys have. So thank you guys.
Thank you for having me, Lucie.
Of course. And we look forward to hopefully having you guys back next week. And if you guys are tuning in live, we go live every Monday at 2 p.m. for Market Update Monday. So we hope you guys will join us again. And we will update you guys next week on how things are going in this fired market.
Thank you, Lucie. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Have a great one. Happy.
Thank you. Bye.